Hi everybody. This is my second video. As I said in my first one, my goal dream is to become international stage speaker. Actually, pretty nervous now, so bear with me. In my first video, I named my first conference. It was posted last week on YouTube. It's called my first conference. I said that already. So those videos, my goal is to inspire mainly the youth. Um, I'm starting right now today, right after this. I'm gonna contact jails, youth jails in DC because I'm moving to DC. I'm in Quebec right now, and I'm officially moving to DC ASAP because my dream life is over there. So basically, what I'm telling you right now is you have to follow your dream, whatever it takes, whatever it costs, with all the risks implied. If you don't take risks in life, you're not going to get anywhere. So I know my camera is not the best. I know the sound is not the best. But I'm starting these on my first one. Actually, right now I'm practicing. You are you are my guinea pigs. This is so cool. And yeah, so my goal is to inspire those kids. I got my first conference video is about my life story, all the struggles, all the downfalls that I've lived, all that was done to me and that I did to myself after. Because at one point you get to a point where you realize, or you don't probably don't realize it, but at one point in your life you're responsible for what happened to you. Not you're responsible for what happened to you when you were a baby or a kid and all that, like in my video. But once you realize that you can change things, you're responsible for those changes. If you keep on with the old habits, well, then it's just on you. I know this is kind of rough to hear, but it is the reality. It's like whatever you think you are. You know, there's a few books out there like "As a Man Thinketh" by James Howlett, who was written in the beginning of the 1900s. It's an amazing example on that, where what you think you are, what you say you are. If you say you're not feeling good, you're not feeling good. You won't feel good. If you say you're feeling great, you're giving yourself a better chance. Even if at the moment you're not feeling great, and you say that you're feeling great, oh, you're lying, some people would say. Okay, well, it's a spiritual truth. It's maybe a physical lie, but it's a spiritual truth. Because there's always something in your life that goes well, there's always something in your life that's good. And if you focus on that, well, the rest won't take much place anymore. The rest will kind of fade away. Yes, things happen in life. Yes, everybody has struggles and all that. But if we go through life with a negative attitude, you're just going to make it worse. You have to focus your mind. You have to practice your mind. You're in control of what's up there. You're in control of what's programmed there. Yes, there were things that were programmed before when you were a kid, when you were younger, by your teachers, by your parents, who were in a way all your gods, because they were all the adults responsible to your upbringing, to take care of you, to inspire you, to teach you. So whatever they said for you, it's truth in a way for you, but it's not the reality. One of the things I really love to say right now is we were born miracles. What happened? What happened in between then and now and today? Well, it's all that you've been programmed in. So, Bob Proctor says it amazingly well. Um, you are the result of your programmation. You're like a computer. Whatever you put in it, you get out. And that's just basic truth, basically. So, the spiritual truth is you are a miracle. You were born a miracle and you still are a miracle. We still are powerful human beings. When you realize the power that you have in you, you're going to be very careful what you say. You're going to be very careful what you think. You're going to be very careful of what you say of others and what you think of others. Yeah, so back to the inspiration. So, like, I had a lot of drug problems and a lot of other issues up until now that I was still dealing with. But like I said, I'm going to say up until now a lot because it stops the subconscious mind from keeping in the old patterns, in the old paradigms. You should go check out Bob Proctor Paradigms on YouTube. He will explain everything to you. Yeah, so it's to inspire those kids who have drug problems, who have abuse issues, who have like all kind of suicidal issues and all that. to show them that there's a better life, that that they have the possibility to have the life that they want. At one point when you were a kid, you were dreaming of something. You were dreaming of a life. You were dreaming of whatever. I was dreaming of animals. I was dreaming of farms. I was dreaming of helping people. I was dreaming of being a lot of other things too. Yeah, some of them like that, all like kid stuff. I love monster movies, so I was dreaming. I was dreaming that I was this super science fiction hero. And, but there was one thing I was dreaming. I was dreaming of healing animals, healing people, healing animals. Because people for yeah, some people because people for me then were I was terrified of people when I was a kid. My surroundings weren't comfortable, weren't secure at all. I was always living in terror and living in total fear. And so people for me were the enemy, basically. I had friends. I had all the problems in the world to keep my friendships. Every time somebody wanted to get close to me, with the paradigms, the programmation that I had, I just couldn't keep it. I just pushed them away or ran away in a way. And up until now, still to this day, I was struggling with that. I'm getting a lot better because now I know. Now today I know, and not that I know. Okay, when you say you know something, you're blocking the teaching from coming in. Okay, yeah. So I understand today that I'm in control. So some of the affirmations that I'm doing, because we have to reprogram our brain through affirmation. Some of the affirmations that I do are related to that. I'm a kind, loving human being. And the one that gave me more power is I have amazing relationships that I choose. Because there's something else with it. Um, is I have the right to decide. I have the right to decide the relationships that I have. Up until now, I was like a victim. I was a victim. Not I made myself a victim. I kept myself as a victim attitude. That I didn't have a choice. I was stuck with the people around me, and I had to deal with that. And that was what was given to me, and that's what I thought I was worth. So I would attract with my paradigms. I would attract people who couldn't love me, who couldn't be with me, who couldn't. Yes, I was this type of chameleon where I would adapt to what you wanted. I was a perfect boyfriend at the beginning. Well, I think that's totally amazing, and I learned a lot of trades that women really love. I love massage. I learned massage. I learned cooking. I learned cleaning. I learned sewing. I learned uh, doing whatever other chores, renovation. I'm really good in renovation and all that. And I was really good at it as an event manager, and so I learned a lot of trades that women like in order to be that chameleon, that perfect boyfriend that they needed. And after, that would last what? Sometimes, sometimes it would last really fast, and they would realize, no, 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 that's not the guy. Sorry, because I was totally irresponsible. I was totally like indisciplined. I had no focus in life. I had no, it was like basically being on a survival mode all my life. Up until now, being wherever danger was, I would run away from it. And every time I felt that danger was coming, I was gone. If I felt at one point, because you get to a point where you're in that survival mode, you get your instinct kicks in, and you're programmed to sniff out like danger like really quick. And whenever I felt that I was going to get rejected or that I felt in a situation because I was doing criminal activities too before, that I would feel that my life was in danger, like Spider-Man, my spider senses kicked in, and I just like, okay, I'm gone. And a lot of times I just picked up the clothes and put them in a bag, and that's it. Whatever was there, just left it there, and I ran away. Some apartments I left with furniture, fully furnished. Well, not with the best furniture, but yeah, still. Some other places, I even left one of my cats once, when I was into that. But I called somebody to go pick it up, but you can get the picture. So my goal is to inspire those kids to have a better life. And there's a few ways that I'm going to do it, and one of the ways is through that, through doing videos on YouTube, getting myself and other successful people. And when I say successful, it's not only about the money. Yes, the money is very important, but it's mostly successful about their growth, about their personal life. You know, how are they with themselves? How are they in relationships? How are they in their community? Uh, to come and have success in those areas, you know, fulfilling success in those areas, fulfilling marriage, you know, fulfilling lives, work, career, mission, purpose. Uh, to go into, you know, I'm going to kind of do it in some kind of um, interview way where I get to interview them in front of the kids in the jails, or for now, since when not post COVID, not yet. Hopefully, this is going to end soon. Stay positive, and yeah, so do it kind of a Zoom interview, or I ask questions, you know, specific questions to give these kids a sense of, okay, if they did it, and it's all going to be people who had issues that these kids have, you know, either drug related, either self-esteem related, abuse related, jail related, criminal activities related, sexually related, because a lot of people are sexually misaligned. Yeah, I think that's a good word, misaligned. With all that's available right now on internet, sex education is like towards it to a point where it's lost all its value. Not for all people, but for most people, it lost all, you know, all these YouTube videos and music videos where all the girls are in like the, well, basically naked, all they're wearing those little G strings and little tops that you imagination can see the rest. That's not, you know, what it is. That's not the reality of sexuality. That's not, you know, sexuality has nothing to do with that. That's like, it's not disgusting. It's just out of reality. So yeah, it's to inspire those kids to bring them to a point where they believe we plant seeds. That's what I want to do. I want to plant seeds in their heart, in their brains, that you know there are possibilities for them. They can do, yeah, they can be the best version of themselves, and that's what I'm working on. And it's not always easy, but I can tell you, it's a lot easier to do that than to stay the way I was. You know, I was stuck in porn. I was stuck in drugs. I was stuck in criminality. I was stuck in all kinds of different like behaviors that would destroy me. And now for the last 2 years, I've done a journey. I've gone into a journey of change, and it brought me to today, doing this. Never, I would never have had the courage to put myself out there in order to help, in order to inspire. You know, it's not. Of course, it helps me. Of course, it helps me, but that's not the goal. The goal is really to help the kids out there. To help not only kids, not only I'm not saying kids like them, you know, kids. That's not my target. I'm a public target. My public target is teenagers and young adults, and of course, adults of all. You know, I'm 54 years old, so of course, I want to get those kids before they get back out there. You know, when they're in youth jail, so before they get back out there, and give them a okay, yeah, because I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I got one guy that came over when I was in jail who was in that jail before in Quebec, and he was a success today. He had a that was in 1970s, 80s. He was actually it was 1980 when I was put into jail. He was a successful businessman, a TV star. So he came and did a conference, and that kind of, I still to this day I remember this guy. And every time he had a dry cleaning business, every time I would pass by, oh, okay, he did it. So that planted a seed in me that, you know, somewhat decades, 4 decades ago, 4 decades later, is producing results, but it's never too late, So yeah, so that's one of the way I want to inspire the kids. The other way is to I'm a sailor, so I said it in my first conference. I was on the tall ships when I was a kid. When I was 17, I was on a three-mast tall ship. It's owned by a foundation in France. The boat was called Bel Espoir 2, BEL, space, ESPOIR 3. They're down to the third one now, and it's a three-mast tall ship that the foundation uses, and other ships they all that they have like issues for that. When they help kids coming off the street, bringing them on the boat, and it's schooling. It's a schooling boat, so yeah, you learn, you participate, you steer, you do the sails, you learn the charts, you do the cleaning, the cooking, everything that has to be done on that boat. You are a part of. It's not a holiday. It is a holiday because if you love sailing, you don't care if you have chores to do. Like being on a sailboat after like 2 3 days of lying in the sun and all that, you get really bored really fast because there's nowhere to go. It's like you're stuck on that, especially when you're like in the middle of the ocean where you don't see any land, which is pretty freaking when that happens for the first time. So yeah, so one of my goals is to bring 10 kids a year on that boat. Kids that are more serious about their growth and more responsible about what they want to become, in the good way. So that's one of the way. And there's a few other way. I want a kind of a farm where I take in because I love animals. I take in animals from um, SPCA, which is our Canadian, it's the Canadian version of, I don't know, you call it elsewhere in the world, where it's kind of a refuge where they take in wounded animals and abused animals and abandoned animals, and where they take care of them. If they need to be euthanized because they're too sick, they take care of that, and they make sure that they are readopted if possible. So I'm going to take like horses from abuse, from abandonment, from all kinds of rough situation, and have them there. And also birds. I love birds, so I'm gonna have a greenhouse with bonsais and tropical trees and all that, and I want like fill it up with birds, fill it up with birds that come from the CSPCA, or people who don't know what a bird is, don't know how to take the bird, take care of the bird properly, and also take care of part of the greenhouse will be also for the the what do you call it, the birds in that kind of area, like the prey birds, like eagles, falcons, hawks, all prey birds that are wounded or injured or abandoned by the mother or the lion, and try to give them a better life. So yeah, so that's going to be my journey. That's what I'm working on. Yeah, basically, I want to get the message out there. Once you realize that you can really change and you are starting to feel those changes inside you are starting to live those changes inside you. You are starting to grow on top of those changes inside you. That I'm talking to you right now, and I can feel it inside me. I can feel like that. It's boiling inside me. There's a passion. I get like like teary. I get emotional because I wasn't like that before. Before I was this scared, aggressive guy, scared of everything, scared of people, scared of reaction. Like I'm out there. I'm putting this out there, and I don't know what kind of reaction I'm going to get. I'm probably going to get people telling me I'm screwed up and whatever. And yeah, I probably will. And I don't really care. It's what once your mission, your passion, your mission takes so much place in your heart, you get to a point where what's around you, what is said around you, what is done around you, uh, has less impact. You just keep on going, and that's what I want to do. I just want to put the message is so important. I know there's thousands and thousands of coaches out there. There's thousands of coaching program out there. There's thousands of ways of psychotherapists, psychologists, psychiatric. There's all kinds of people out there who want to help, who want to share the message that life can be good, life can be awesome, life can be just like the way you want it. There's no such thing as you, you, you know you, you're victim to your life and that's it. That that doesn't that it exists, but it shouldn't. And there's ways that you can control that. There's ways that you can take over that. There's ways that you can uh, have the life that you want, whatever you think you're going to get. So start imagining yourself in where you want to be. I focus mostly my mind on, okay, I wrote down, if you want, take an exercise. I'm going to finish soon because your time is important. If you want, take a piece of paper. Bob Proctor says that every time he talks. Take a piece of paper, a pen, and write on top, what do I really want? And let it come from the inside, not from the head. Let it come from the inside. What is it that I really want? And then write it down. And then focus on that. Focus on that. And I swear to you, life, God, if you believe in God or the universe, I believe in God, but the universe will supply what you need. So one trick to it is once I've written down what you want, at that moment, give it to the universe. Okay, universe, that's what I want. Show me the way. You have to get out of the way. The universe knows what you need to get to that vision, and he will find you the way. He will give you the way by intuition, by connections, by people, by a new job, and sometimes you'll just some things will happen. You might lose the job that you have now, but for a better job. You might lose the job that you have now to spend more time with the people who are more important to you because you put too much time in your job. Life will bring you back, will help you grow towards that goal, that vision, that mission that you have. I strongly suggest that you go and get, there's two books. Nah, all these books. But these are all self-help books. And it's important to read at least 15, 20 minutes a day. At least. At least. All successful people read 15, 20 minutes a day, if not more. And the more success you have, the more reading you do because it reprograms your brain. And every day. Um, yeah, so there's one book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This, whatever I told you today, I'm taking it from that. So I'm gonna leave you because we're over the 20 minutes. I want to keep these videos under the 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get subjects. I'm gonna do one of these videos a week, maybe more. If I get inspired to do more, I will do more. And yes, of course, I will get a better camera. I will get a better mic. But it is said, why wait till all the lights are green? Go with what you have. Do with what you have. Start with what you have, and life will supply what you need. So on that, I wish you all the best. Seriously, I wish you all the best. Leave me comments. Share this if you want. Leave me comments. If they're not good comments, you don't have to. If they're criticism, try to keep them positive because it all comes back to you. Whatever you say to others, come back to you, and that's what it does. Um, and if you have any suggestion, if you have any pointers, like these are my first conference, so I'm studying at the same time to be a better conference, a better speaker. So anything, any comments will be welcome. And if you want to chat, um, leave me a message. How can I reach you? And it'll be a pleasure. If you need coaching, I have amazing coaches. If you need masterminding groups, which are like the collective brains with amazing people, I have the place for. I will get more to that on that subjects in the other videos that I will do. But for now, we're gonna end that there.